Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me today at my channel, Beautiful Stems. Today we'll be talking about the Fiddle Leaf Tree, which is also known as the Ficus lyrata. And I have this guy here just to show you. He is originated from Africa, and they do grow in lowland rainforest. And so today I will be showing you how to repot the Ficus lyrata, and also I'm going to be showing you how to propagate. So let's get started. For the video, I have purchased this other tree because I didn't want to bother this little guy here, but this one is a 3-stem fiddle leaf tree. You can see here it has 3 stems, so we will be separating this today, and we'll also be propagating one of the top areas of the tree. What you will be needing is some pruners that are sterilized, some pots, which you can just grab whatever you have at home. I already have these here. I got 2 of them, and let's get started. You guys can see I'm going to be taking him out of the pot. Okay, I actually haven't watered this tree because I want to make sure that there's not that much of dirt everywhere, and it'll just make it easier also to separate the trees. And so I'm just gonna see where the bottom roots are. And basically what you guys are gonna do is try to make sure that each tree has a good amount of roots. That way they can still thrive on their own. And let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna put it down just to see if I can go in through the bottom. Try to loosen it up. Here we go. Okay. And I'm just pulling gently, not pulling too hard. Going slow. Make sure that the tree is not distressed. And I'm just going to use these guys because there's quite a bit of roots, so I don't want to pull too hard. Okay, and I think I got one guy, I almost got one guy out. Let's see, here we go. Usually if you want to wear gloves, you can wear them. I like to really get in there and feel the dirt and feel all the roots and everything. So it's, you know, sometimes it's a good idea to have your gloves. It's your choice. So I got one guy here. Okay, so he has a good amount of roots, as you can see. And I'm just going to set him aside in one of the pots that I brought over. Okay, so he's there for now. So I'm just going to separate these other 2. Flip them over. So I'm going through this side, kind of make my way in. And they're really, really stuck together, these 2. Okay, let's see what's something that's, ooh, lots of roots here. Okay, and I'm just gonna go in with the pruners. And just make sure that your pruners are sterilized. That way you don't cause the tree any harm. Okay, and here's another one. As you can see, it's very nice and healthy. Put them down here. And there's this guy. Let me see. I'm just gonna put, I already have this pot half full with my own mix here. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how I came across this tree. I actually was gifted to me by someone that wasn't able to care for it. So I just kind of stepped in to care for it. And when I got the tree, the leaves were a little crispy. If you see signs of that on your tree, those are from underwatering it. So if you see that happening, make sure that you water your tree consistently. What I do normally is I make sure that I check the top 2 inches of the soil, and if I see that it's dry, then I will go ahead and water it. They don't like to be dry, so that's what's worked for me. Some people do like to let them dry between waterings, but that's just something that's worked for me. In terms of light, they love indirect sun to full sun, so just try to find a place where they will receive a couple of hours of sun, or in front of a window will be fine. And also don't forget to rotate your tree, because if you don't, you can see this guy here that was gifted to me. He is a little bent. See how the stem goes up there and then it curves. That's from leaving the tree too long unattended from the sun. They tend to pull towards where the sun is, so you might want to check in on them and rotate them every few days, just to make sure that your tree grows nice and straight. So just between waterings, just kind of rotate the tree. And in terms of soil, I want to let you know I use Miracle-Gro gardening soil. That's fine. I do have my own mix that I use, and I will go ahead and post a list of what I use. But I use 1 part soil mix and 2 parts of peat moss. Peat moss is really good for this tree, since you are going to have it take full sun. It loves sun, so it'll probably dry out more faster than other plants that you have in the house. And peat moss is really good because it tends to retain water. So I do highly recommend peat moss in your gardening mix that you use, your dirt mix. I also put 1 part perlite, 1 part bark, or whatever you have at home. I usually just use whatever I have here in my backyard. That works too. And I also put 1 part worm castings. That's another thing that you can help to fertilize the dirt. So yeah, here's the end results of it. Turned out really nice. And I just wanted to show you one more thing, which we were going to do. We're going to show you how to, if you have an extra tip like this guy, I don't know if you can see, this one actually has 2 two guys that you can get cuttings from. And normally it's very easy. You just cut at an angle. I'll show you here with my pruners. I'm going to cut just right above the note here at an angle. Okay, so here's one. Here's this guy. And I'm going to cut one more because it has another part growing. And let's see. Do this one here. Okay. Oh, actually fell. So here's this other one. This one is really close to the root. Oh, you can see it has some sap coming out of there. Be careful you don't get that in your eyes or anything like that. And what you do is just basically get anything, glass container. Well, this is what I use for my my flowers, things like that, and you just stick it in there like this, and every so often just change the water. Make sure that you change it every few days consistently, because the plant still, even though it doesn't have soil, it does need some oxygen, and the oxygen does tend to run out, so just change the water every now and then. And now I have 3 trees and 2 cuttings here. I'm just going to stick those in there and set them aside and just wait a few weeks, and I should have some roots, and then I can go ahead and pot these cuttings from here. So I hope that helped you guys. If you guys are planning to get Ficus liratus, a fiddle tree, they are very lovely trees and they're very nice to look at. I also didn't know that they helped in purifying your air at home, so they are very helpful in that way. Please let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments below, or if you have any suggestions for me, something maybe that I missed. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for watching.